Hi, welcome to today's episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up with Tucker coming by to move into the Abbott house, and Ashley tells him that he belongs there. But Tucker is on to her. He knows she's up to something. Then we go over to the jazz lounge and we see Lauren is still pissed at Michael, and Michael says that Payne is in this place where they're having dinner, but Lauren angrily drags Michael and asks him to justify defending Diane. Then we see the elevator opens at Jabot and it almost closes on Jack as he's distracted and not cognizant of what's going on around him. And he goes into the office and Billy is there working in his chair, and Billy asks if he wants to take over and why is he there. But he thanks Billy for holding things down in his absence, especially that he's distracted. Billy realized that he is out of it, and Jack says that he came in to get some form of normalization. Then Jack tells Billy he asks Diane to marry him. Then we go back and we see Summer is still at the park and she hears a shuffle and she says, "Mom, are you there?" But it's Daniel, and he says that he came back to check on her. Back at the Abbott house, Tucker grabs Ashley and kisses her and thanks her for letting him not run away. And Tucker jokes about the fact that he wants to see Jack's face when he finds out he moved in, and Ashley gives Tucker a house tour. We go back to Jazz Lounge, and Michael assures Lauren that Diane is innocent, and Lauren says Christine and Chance has evidence against her. Lauren thinks Michael is doing it out of ego, trying to prove that he can defy Victor and Nikki. Lauren yells that he didn't think about her feelings while making the decision to defend Diane. Then we see Diane go back at Jabot, and Jack tells Billy that Diane didn't give him an answer. And Billy says that she is probably scared and overwhelmed at the moment. Billy, however, warns Jack not to do anything impulsive. This is his attempt of trying to control things, and Jack tells Billy to stop analyzing him. Billy tells him to slow down a bit and stop trying to outrun what's happening. Billy reminds him that not too long ago he was trying to marry someone else, someone he calls Red, and he needs to mourn her first. Back at the park, Daniel tells Summer that he sees Phyllis too, so she need not worry. But Summer tells Daniel that it was real, and Daniel thinks that it's a mind trick. Daniel says that she comes in his dreams, so it's regular. Then we go back to Jabot, and Jack says that he needs to marry Diane right away, and it is separate from his issues with Phyllis, and Billy thinks he is avoiding the grief. Jack says that since Phyllis's death, it's been pure chaos. Then we go back to the park, and Summer says that everything we believe to be true isn't at all. Mom's not dead. But Daniel believes that Summer is just going through the grief, and Summer tries to tell him it was a scheme, and she asks Daniel to see it and tells him that it was all a scheme. Daniel asks, why hasn't she come back then, now that Jeremy is dead, if it was a scheme? And Summer says because she killed him, and she will go to jail for murder. Back at the Jazz Lounge, Michael says Victor and Nikki's rush to judgment is what pushed him to defend Diane, and he thinks everyone deserves an attorney, and says that he is trying to give everyone a fair trial at the system. And Lauren says that there is other attorneys who could have done that. Lauren believes that he betrayed Phyllis by defending Diane, and he's letting Phyllis' killer get free, and she can't forgive him for that. Back at the park, Daniel thinks Summer is losing her mind and tells her to let go of their mom. He will be there for her by her side throughout the grief, so she needs to let go. And he calls it all theories and says that they're wild. But Summer tells him again that she saw her. And he tells her to go home and get some rest. Summer cries and says that she is telling the truth. And she yells and cries out loud, "Mom, Mom, Mom." And we see at the Abbots at Jabot, Jack is reflecting on memories of him and Phyllis, memories of when they first got engaged, them losing their baby, her cheating with Nick, her giving birth to Summer in the elevator, and Jack is going through his alcohol. When Jack was going through his alcoholism, Phyllis was there for him. And Phyllis is telling him that they will never stop loving each other. Back at the Abbott house, Tucker asks how everyone will react when they find out. Ashley says that they have bigger things to worry about than him. Back at the Jazz Lounge, Michael said that he wouldn't live with himself if he would let Phyllis killer go through, and he believed that Diane is innocent and think that it was Stark. And Michael then gives Lauren the news that Stark is dead. Then we go back to Jabo, and Jack admits to Billy that it will take a time for him to grieve Phyllis and accept that she's gone, and says that Billy was right and he got to grieve. However, he is still determined to marry Diane, and he doesn't want to wait because time is short. Back at the park, Summer tells Daniel that she doesn't need protection. And she isn't crazy. She's determined to prove it to Daniel. She tells Daniel that she's gonna come back and he needs to be prepared. Daniel yells that Mom is gone. She's gone. However, after Daniel realized that he was harsh, he apologizes to Summer and says he didn't mean to hurt her. And Summer says that she talked to her and she told her what happened. Daniel says that if this is true, then she should take the proof to Christine and Chance. And Daniel says that they would laugh at her with all the information that she has. She can't prove it. Even if it is true, then that means that their mom killed someone and she will go to jail for life. And Summer says that we are doomed either way we take it. Daniel was just being hypothetical. He still doesn't believe Summer. Then we go back and we see Lauren says that even if Diane is not guilty, it doesn't make her blameless for Phyllis's death. She brought everything here. Michael yells that Lauren should have faith in him. Back at the Abbott house, Ashley and Tucker talk about his next move going forward. Then Jack comes in and he's pissed. And Ashley tells Jack that she asked Tucker to move in. Ashley says Jack tells her that his life is personal, so none of what is going on here should concern him. Jack just angrily walks away and doesn't say anything. Back at the Jazz Lounge, Lauren says that Phyllis paid because of Diane, and Lauren angrily gets up and leaves Michael there. Back at the park, Daniel still doesn't believe Summer and dedicate his time to help Summer get through it. Summer says that she is gonna miss her mom, and it seems like everyone is questioning her thoughts. She now is questioning her thoughts. Thanks for watching. Bye.